Hello, registered nurses or aspiring nurses out there. This is the video for you if you would like to become a registered nurse in the state of Illinois. Just a brief background about myself. I graduated outside the US. I am considered a foreign educated applicant. So if you are in the same situation, this tutorial is for you. The main reason I chose the state of Illinois is because they don't require you to take the English exams like IELTS, for example, for as long as you came from a school where the language of instruction and your textbooks are in English. On your CES report from CGFNS, it will be mentioned specifically. To start with the process, go to cgfns.org, hover your mouse over Services, and you should see Credentials Evaluation Service Professional. Go ahead and choose that. Now on this page, you will see which boards of nursing require the CES Professional Report, and obviously you have Illinois in there. When you scroll down further to the bottom, you will see the required documents. So you need your secondary school information or a secondary school diploma, your licenses, registrations, or diplomas. So if you are already a registered nurse in the country where you came from, you will need those documents as well, and your professional education information. A complete academic record, your transcript of record from the school where you graduated from. Once you have chosen the state of Illinois from that drop-down, go ahead and select the license type you're applying for. And in this case, we are choosing registered nurse initial licensure. Now here, don't get confused. You're not required to have all three. Okay, these are just your options basically to get licensed or to apply for initial licensure in Illinois. So for me, I chose CES or the Credentials Evaluation Service Professional Report. So to start, you can go apply here and then it will tell you to go to the CGFNS Connect portal, set up your account or log in. For the fee, you will have to pay $365 for the CES Professional Report. You will also have to pay an additional $75 if you have an additional non-US license or registration to be evaluated, in addition to the 2 non-US license or registrations that are already included in the CES application fee. Same goes for the additional academic credential if it's going to be added aside from the 2 academic credentials that are already included in your fee. Once your CES report is ready to go, your next stop is the fingerprint card. Now, these guys here are obviously based in Illinois. So if you are from outside the US or from a different state, for example, go to any institution that takes fingerprints on an FBI 258 card. For me, in my case, I called the local police station at first, and they told me or referred me to a specific institution that can take fingerprints. So I went there, paid the fee, and what I did was I chose Acme Fingerprinting from this list, contacted them and asked them what's going to happen, where do I send the card. So I got their contact information from their website. Now they sent me an email, and these are the reminders that they sent me. Be sure that you don't sign this form until you are in the presence of the agent taking your fingerprints. Get 2 fingerprint cards done and mail both of them because they will choose the one with the highest quality of the pair, and include some stiff cardboard in the mailing envelope that will help protect your fingerprint cards in transit. And the charge is $65. So they will basically give you all the instructions via email when you contact them, including the form that you need to sign and send along with your fingerprint cards. Once they receive it, they will scan, transmit, and receive confirmation from the Illinois State Police, and they will then email you a copy of your receipt, and you will have your TCN number, which you will need for your NCLEX application in the state of Illinois. Now, while waiting for your TCN number, you can just go ahead, proceed, create your idfpr.com account, and also apply with the Continental Testing Services. So go to idfpr.com, and when you go to their online resources page, choose Initial Application Checklists. Then you can choose Registered Nurse New Application Guide or Checklist in here. For application requirements, Again, it has to be through continental testing if you are applying for NCLEX, and click here. Okay, and then we're going to choose State of Illinois Examinations. Then you will have to choose Registered Professional Nurse RN 041. Click that. Application fee is $98. Scroll down to the bottom and click Apply for Exam. Input your social security number if available. If you do not have one, just go ahead and input 999 right here. Just follow the instruction. Input your email address. I would keep applicant at 0 and select application status. If it's your first time, go ahead and choose this. Otherwise, if you're retaking, choose this. Then click on Start. Once you have completed your application through the Continental Testing Services, after a week or two, they will send you a letter in the mail telling you about which requirements are still pending or the ones you haven't complied with yet. From my experience, the only pending item I had at the time was only the fingerprint receipt, or this last requirement here on the list. Because I already have my CS report sent to them from CGFNS, I paid the fee, and I also did my application. Keep an eye out for the email from Acme Fingerprinting Services because they will email you your receipt that contains your TCN number, and that's the document that you need to mail to Continental Testing Services with this address. For me, what I did was, aside from that fingerprint receipt from Acme, I also printed out my applicant copy from CGFNS, my CES report, and I sent this along with that fingerprint receipt. So I have, in the mail, I have two: my applicant copy of the CES report and also my fingerprint receipt, just to be sure that they know exactly which applicant it's coming from, and they can organize, or my document goes to where it's supposed to. Another thing you should do is also create your idfpr.com profile or account, because this is where you can process your license renewal or check the status of your license in the future. So while you're on their website, go to Professional Regulation and go to Online Services Portal. Once you're here and you don't have an account yet, click on Register, and then just go through the process until you complete your account setup. Very important step is to apply through PearsonVue.com for an examination. CTS will not do that for you. As soon as you sent the last set of requirements to CTS, go ahead and apply right away through Pearson Vue. Why? Once CTS receives all your requirements, they will communicate straight with Pearson Vue, and Pearson Vue is the one authorized to give you the ATT, or authority to test, will confirm to you if you are qualified to sit for NCLEX. So if you don't do this right away, then you'll be waiting for nothing, basically, because the communication or confirmation for your NCLEX is not going to come from CTS or Continental Testing Services. It's going to come from Pearson Vue. On their website, go to For Test Takers, and then choose Schedule an Exam. Here, type in NCLEX, and we choose NCLEX Examination. Now here, you can register for NCLEX, or if you already have an account, of course, you sign in. So if it's your first time, obviously, click this. Then go ahead and choose Register. Scroll down, tick this, agree. Go ahead and set up your personal information, contact information, any additional stuff, and then create your account. This step will require you to pay a fee of a non-refundable $200. Now keep an eye out for this email from NCSBN from Pearson.com. The subject will say NCLEX authorization to test, and the test validity will be within the next 3 months, which means you need to schedule your NCLEX exam within that 3 months while your authorization to test is valid. Within that same email, you will have instructions for scheduling your exam. So make sure you read that, because you will have to go back to the Pearson Vue website to choose the date when you want to sit for the exam. And that's it for this tutorial, guys. I wish you all the best on your NCLEX examination. I hope you do watch out for my next video where I will be sharing with you the materials I used, the books I used to prepare for my NCLEX exam. I passed it on my first attempt, 14 years after nursing school. So yeah, I hope to see you guys on my next tutorial.